the council stood up and they admitted that at between 6 and 7 a.m. they organised and sent out a contractor with a big excavator to have the option to blow the bank if they needed to. So the intention was behind it. You know, they had made the plans. Residents were up on their roofs at that time already, and they were not rescued until, you know, sort of 5, 6 o'clock at night. So they were up on their roofs for the full day. And this plan was put in place first thing in the morning when they sent this excavator out there. They tell us that the excavator didn't blow the bank, that the bank blew on its own before the excavator had a chance. But what stood out to me and to the residents was the fact that they put this plan in place. They sent a contractor out at between 6 and 7 in the morning, and they did not warn any of the residents in Pakowhai that their lives would be in danger once this excavator had broken their bank. So their reasoning was to save the areas of Taradale and Napier from flooding. So they would break the bank so that the water would come into Pakowhai instead. But the Pakowhai residents were not informed. They had a lot of stock out here that they had to sit up on their roofs and watch and listen to them drown. Horses, sheep, all sorts of things, in their hundreds, thousands even. And all it would have taken is a helicopter for 10 minutes overhead, screaming out a megaphone, get out of Pakowhai.
This is mind-blowing. So
it is mind-blowing.
How did the residents respond to that once they had admitted that?
Over here.
You can see for yourself.
There was talk, I'm hoping it's only talk, because someone said that there was a decision to blow the bank. Is that correct or not? Are you guys just hiding from that?
No, not absolutely hiding, so I can tell you all about that. So there is a section of stop bank downstream from Waiheke Marae, and that's been constructed so it has a spillway segment, so it's not about blowing it up.
That wasn't the question. Did you guys blow the bank and not send contractors out to dig the bank away to relieve the pressure so Napier and Taradale wouldn't be hit?
So that's what I'm explaining. So that section of stop bank is downstream from Waiheke Marae at cross-section 19 in the scheme. It has a spillway in it that can be removed with an excavator.
Did you do it?
No. So an excavator was mobilised to give us that option.
Okay, so that was at what time? 6 o'clock I was told, correct?
So that was early in the morning, yeah, about 6 or 7 o'clock.
How many people in this room did you ring that day to tell them to get out because we're making a mistake?
So the response was that it wasn't done.
Yeah, but the thing was,
well,
had intention to get the contractor to do the job, and then that contractor never got there in time and it burst. But you had intentions of sending them. Would you not notify people?
People prior?
People's lives at risk and don't even tell them. I hope you sleep good at night.
You let us drown. Basically,
I hope
you
you
let us
sleep
drown.
good. Hope when you cuddle your wife and that you feel the same as all us people here going through this trauma that you've created, but just not telling people.
So to be clear, the decision was not made to do that, and I stand by that, and I would like everyone to know that there was no decision, and so hopefully... That's right, we sent lots of contractors out to do lots of things.
And what was to do that?
But if you do that...
This is the official statement from your Facebook page where you have stated your plan, and there's some area where there's no threat to human life or property. Where's that magical area?
Yeah, where is it? Because
It's right here because there's people here and there's property.
So I don't know what you're referring to.
Well, this is off
There's acknowledgement
Hawke's
on
Bay
Facebook.
Regional Council Facebook page.
Okay, Facebook post. So as I will say, and I'll say again, there was no decision to open the stop bank.
And that'll stand up to official information now.
I want to know why, in all your wisdom, you told Taradale and Jervstown to evacuate, but not the people between the rivers. Never once. Even when the river was up that high on their house, you're still not telling us a damn thing.
Put a helicopter up there pretty easy. Yep.
Can you just answer the question?
Can I have an answer, please?
Yes, you may have an answer. So on that morning, I guess everyone was overwhelmed by what was happening.
Can we just let him answer the question, please?
So we had all of the EOCs of all the council, different councils, the 5 councils across the region. We had issues of flooding all the way from Wairoa down to Pakowhai and inland. In the early hours of the morning, we lost large components of our telemetry system that gave us the information about what the rivers were doing. Early in the morning, we also put people on the rivers to try and tell us what was happening. Progressively, we lost phone reception and sending messages was very difficult.
You have 3 days. This wouldn't happen overnight. This was 3 days coming from Auckland. Where were you people? It wasn't an earthquake. It didn't just happen at the snap of a finger.
We still had police at the end of bloody Brookfield Road telling people not to go down there. Why didn't they tell us to fucking get out then?
Yeah, so I cannot answer all of your questions right here and right now, but it all will come out when we look at this in detail.
We need people in your job that know what to do.
So can I ask a question that you're going to be rebuilding these stopbacks? So that going forward, that's what you're going to do. You're going to do this 1 in 500 year stopback, but it's going to take 12 months, 24 months. It does. I understand it does.
Can't do it because you can't raise the bridges.
But how are you going to keep us safe? Our home was under 6 metres of water. They were driving jet boats over our roof to rescue the people on Pakowhai Road, and they didn't even know our houses on Gilbertson Road were there. How the hell are you going to stop that happening again? Because you'd be looking for us out in the bloody Pacific Ocean if we'd stayed here.
Yeah. We were still defeated on the night.